I don't think I've ever been impressed with anything Lego related. As much as I love it already, I don't think I've ever been impressed with anything Lego related as I am right now. Seriously.
Bitch, you make they call me Superman. Beat tall hoes in a single bound. I'm single now. Got no ring on his finger now. I never let another chick bring me down in a relationship.
What is going on, guys? We are here with the Lego Batman movie review. And Jesus Christ. Tell you what. First off, what I'm going to say is this movie has been, I want to say, 3 years in the making. Maybe it might even be less. I mean, maybe it was one that they only started filming in 2015, maybe early 2016, I guess. This film was really, really good. Like, the animation in this film is just phenomenal. Like, with the first Lego movie, it was good. It was very, very good, and I think to make a film using Lego itself is challenging. I mean, when you look at films like Wallace and Gromit and Shaun the Sheep, you know, they take a long time to make. With the Lego movie, and specifically Lego Batman movie, this is going to sound weird, but I really do prefer them to the Aardman films. And I don't know if it's because it's Lego, but just from looking at it, I mean, I love making, because I used to do stop motion in college, and you know what, I look at them doing it with Lego and I think, you know what, that'd really take it out of me. But going back to the film, the film itself is a roller coaster of fun. I mean, from the get-go, the film literally throws you right in it, and it basically proves why Batman is possibly the greatest hero around. I mean, the film does play on the comedy side more of things, more than, say, what Batman vs Superman did, or what the Dark Knight trilogy did, or any Batman film, really. You know, it's like, it plays on the stereotype that Batman is the best hero out there, and everything he does is awesome, no pun intended, and everything he does is kick-ass. It's literally, that's how it works. And Will Arnett, who voices Batman in it, I think he also voiced him in the Lego movie. He's just so good. He just nails it. He's just spot on. Everything he says in it, the way he delivers the lines in the film, he is like, I don't want to say the new voice of Batman because Kevin Conroy will always be Batman, but for like a non-canon sort of version of Batman, you know, he's so good. Like there's this one line he says in it where he's they're in the Batwing, and all of them who are in the cockpit say, how come you never made any, like, how come you never put any more seats in this thing? And he turns around and says, well, last time I checked I only had one butt. Or if you know, he says it like I'm just gonna do my Batman impression right here. He says it something like, well, last time I checked I only had one butt. It's something like that, and it was just really good the way he delivered it. It's like, that's just something Batman would say, you know, if he was funny and kind. But like the whole voice cast for the film was great. I mean, Ralph Fiennes as Alfred was really cool. Rosario Dawson as Commish Gordon, and Michael Cera as Robin was fantastic. And Zach Galifianakis for me was the highlight of the voice acting, because someone who I haven't probably seen a film in since, I'd probably say since The Hangover 3, he was so good as the Joker. Like, you don't really get a taste of the laugh as much as I thought you would. Like, I was expecting him to do sort of like a crazy maniacal laugh. He comes close to it, but it wasn't like a solid Joker laugh, but what he did of it was very good. It was very good. And of course you had villains like Bane, Two-Face, who was voiced by Billy D. Williams, which I was very happy about. Conan O'Brien as the Riddler. And then you also had, like, I believe, I think Catwoman was voiced by the person who played her in the Arkham City and Injustice games. I'm not entirely sure, because she hardly had, what the hell was that? She hardly had any dialogue in the films, really, but or in the film even. But like the way the Lego movie interprets Gotham City, and you know, and the way they did it was just brilliant. I mean, I don't know. I was going into this film honestly not expecting a lot. and it just wowed me, like, from the get-go. The opening scene, like, that entire sequence, if you've seen it, you'll know what I'm on about, and if you haven't seen it, just oh my god, it is just perfect. The music, the way it's been done, and just Batman and Joker, their relationship in that opening scene is just explained so well, without giving anything away, because obviously it's only just come out, so there are people who haven't seen it yet, but it's just an interesting dynamic that they did. I mean, it's a funny film. It is a very funny film, but there are moments in it where it does sort of take a serious tone. And what it does is it kind of highlights, yeah, okay, we've done this as a comedy, and we've done it to spoof Batman more or less, but we want you to see that there are sides to Batman that we can't make funny. That kind of thing, you know. It's like, you know, the thing that happened with the Waynes and how Batman is around people, and like the whole family thing, and especially with his interactions with the Justice League in the movie, they're in it as well. But you know, it's kind of like Superman in it. There was a nice little nod, and that's another thing I'll touch on. There are nice little nods to the other sort of aspects of the DC universe. So, like, when you first see Joker in the movie at the very beginning, and he introduces all the villains that are going to take over Gotham, you've got a lot of lesser-known villains in there, which I think was nice. And he even says to the guy, the pilot who he's hijacking, he turns around and says, "Yes, these villains exist. You should try Googling it once in a while, you know." And it's like, there's a couple little digs at Suicide Squad, and there was a couple little digs at Batman vs Superman, and there's and to be fair, there was just a lot of digs at all the other Batman films, and as Alfred says it, he's just going through a phase, and then it cuts to like all the posters of the films done in Lego, and when it comes to Batman and Robin, it's just the nipples on the Batsuit, and I was crying in the cinema, and there were a couple of kids who turned around and were like, "That wasn't funny. I don't understand that," and I was just like, yeah, you know, lucky you. You don't know Batman and Robin exists. Us 90s kids, we do. Sadly, we know it exists. But, you know, a lot of the Easter eggs in the movie were good. It's like, there was a couple of... there was two that got me, and it was at the very beginning of the movie. It was when Joker's hijacking the plane. He turns around and says, "Batman will stop. Oh yeah, Batman won't stop me." And then the pilot's like, and Joker's like, "No, seriously, Batman won't stop me." And the pilot's like, And then he turns around and goes to Joker. He says to him something like, "Really? What about the incident with the boats and the bombs? He stopped you then." And Joker's like, "That was different. That was really different." And then when he starts introducing the villains, like, the pilot goes, "But what about the parade with the Prince music?" And Joker's like, "Shut up!" It's really good. It's really good. Like, it's a lot. It's just something you get straight away. You don't have to kind of sit there and think, "I've seen that in something. I've seen that in something." You instantly know what it's from. And like for the jabs at Suicide Squad, it was like stuff where he was saying, "Villains fighting villains. Huh, that's a stupid idea." And like Killer Croc plants a bomb underwater, and he goes, "I finally did something." You know, it's like, and then you've got Bane who talks like Tom Hardy's Bane, and even looks like him in a sense. It's just things like that. Yeah, it is a very fun movie, and I think Lego have got Ninjago coming out later on this year, and it's got me hyped for that movie. Seeing what they've done with Lego Movie, seeing what they've done with Batman, and now seeing what they're doing with Ninjago, I'm super excited for that movie. So, it's a fun movie. It is a very fun movie. It's not one that you should take seriously. I don't even think it aims to be taken seriously. Like, even like, I'm a hardcore Batman fan, and everything about the movie I absolutely loved. It's a roller coaster of emotion. It's funny. It can be serious at moments for a Lego movie, and just the style of everything that was done in the movie, the voice acting, the pace of the movie at times was a little bit off. But that's really the only thing I could fault it on. I mean, the inclusion of characters from around the Lego universe, like, for instance, like, you know, like Lego Dimensions, you had Voldemort, you had King Kong, you had the creature from the Black Lagoon, you had Sauron, you had the dinosaurs from Jurassic Park, you had who else was there? There was the Gremlins. That was a funny one. You had the Wicked Witch of the West or East. One of the two. I always get them mixed up. You had the Flying Monkeys. there was loads. There was absolutely loads in there. And then, of course, you had the whole Justice League in there as well. Robin, Barbara Gordon, Commissioner Gordon, Batman, Bruce Wayne, Joker, Harley Quinn, Clayface, Bane, Freeze, Riddler, Two-Face, Catwoman. You had them all. It was great. Zod as well. Zod was in there as well. The Phantom Zone was in there, and there's a little brick that talks in the Phantom Zone. He's like she's like the tour guide. It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny to see. It was just an interesting spin on the Batman mythos. Really, it was good to see that. As much as I like Batman to be dark and brooding, it was good to see that they can make it funny. You know, the Lego Movie pretty much did what Batman and Robin tried to do, and it just failed on their end. But with the Lego Batman Movie, it is a very fun movie. As I took my little brother to watch it because he really wants to watch it because he loves Lego and he's starting to get into his Batman now. But he can't watch Batman vs Superman. That can't happen. For God's sake, that film was meant for adults. That's another subject though. But overall, Batman vs Superman, no. Lego Batman Movie is maybe up there with one of the best Batman movies that I've ever seen. Some of the jabs, the humour, the quick bits, everything like that. It's funny. It is a funny film, and I would personally, I would definitely be buying that when it comes out on DVD. I mean, Jesus Christ, that film was just. You leave the cinema thinking, do you know what? I want to watch that again. Like, I really want to watch that again, and I'm going again later on this week where there are a few friends who want to watch it. So I've got to try and not tell them anything about it. That's what I'm trying to do. But you know, it's a couple of my workmates. But do you know what? I want to watch it right now because we've been talking about it. But that's so yeah. I'd give that a solid. I'd give it a solid 9 out of 10. The Lego Batman Movie. Obviously, it's just the pacing that draws it back for me, but the humour and everything else about the movie, the soundtrack as well. The soundtrack is phenomenal. The opening themes of the film called "Who Is the Batman" by Patrick. Let me just check this out here. It's Patrick. Let me have a look. I'm just pulling it up now. The song's called "Who Is the Batman," and it's by Patrick Stump. Patrick Stump, I'm sure he's the lead singer of Fall Out Boy. But I think it's sung by Will Arnett, who voices Batman. But just before I end, there was a part in the soundtrack that was incredible, and I'm just trying to get it up here. And it's like it goes. It does this. It goes. I love it. The soundtrack to the film just plays on the stereotype that Batman is like this kick-ass guy, like they mentioned in the song, who doesn't skip leg day, who can wrestle a bear, who has the sickest gadgets, the tricked out vehicles, and like does the sickest backflips. It's just things like that. It's just funny. I'd highly recommend, if you haven't seen the movie yet, I'd highly recommend you go watch it. You know, 2017's been off to a rocky start with movies. You know, Assassin's Creed and Resident Evil 7, just just push that shit out of here. I'm glad Resident Evil 7, I keep on saying Resident Evil 7, it's because the game's come out. It's Resident Evil 6, I'm just glad Resident Evil's done with, because them films are just terrible. Just terrible films, especially the latest one. But, yeah, so guys, I'm going to end this here. So, if you have seen the Lego Batman Movie, what did you think? Let me know in the comments below. And if you haven't seen the movie, then go watch it, like, right now, because it's, like, definitely the best film of this year that I've seen so far. Going to watch John Wick 2 when it comes out. I'll be doing a review on that. And then I think after John Wick, it's the one, the only Logan, which I'm not looking forward to because I get the feeling I'm going to cry. But it's going to be very good. It's going to be a very good movie. And then I think after Logan, it's Kong. and then after Kong, it's Beauty and the Beast, which I really can't wait for. So, and then I don't think Power Rangers. I nearly forgot Power Rangers. That's definitely out next month. I think it's the 24th of next month. I'll definitely be going to see that. But thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed my review of the Lego Batman movie, do leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, you lovely, lovely people, and comment, because that's a really important thing to do these days. I've noticed a lot of people comment on videos. Yeah. So, peace out, guys, and remember, this is for people who've seen the movie. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make that change. Ooh, ah, ah, ah. Michael Jackson? No, I'm pretty sure that was Batman who said that. That's the kind of thing that you're gonna get in the movie, trust me. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.